What's up, YouTube? Tops85401 here. Guys, I have a confession. I am a baseball card junkie. I love baseball cards. John Mangini just recently posted a video, and he wants to know, how do we collect? What do we collect? Why do we collect? I think really the question is, what do we collect? And he posed this question because somebody was giving him a hard time about collecting lesser known ball players. Well, I wanted to do a video response because I just love collecting baseball cards. I can't get enough of it, guys. And another reason why I wanted to make this video is because I want to talk about the purpose of collecting. So the purpose of collecting for me is to have fun. And that's it, to have fun. So as you guys can see, I just love collecting baseball. And I'm only a baseball card collector. I have other items in my collection, but my focus is only baseball. And I love collecting baseball cards. So that's all I really collect is baseball cards. Now, what kind of cards do I collect? I collect a little bit of everything, really. So I like modern cards, I like vintage cards, I like to player collect. So I got like Buster Posey, Ken Griffey Jr. I like to collect cards to display for display purposes. I collect because it's just a lot of fun. So here's one of my favorite displays. I decided to put this Willie Mays Turkey Red over the Barry Bonds Turkey Red. Of course, that's a Perez Steel, and that's a Topps Turkey Red. But yeah, collecting for display purposes is a lot of fun. Guys, I like to collect sets. I haven't built a lot of sets lately. There's a collection for display purposes. But I am working on a couple of sets, and I think I may have even talked about that recently. But over the years, I've hand collected all these sets. Now, why do I collect sets? Well, it's not because they're worth any money or anything like that. I collect them because I enjoy organizing, and I enjoy hunting down cards to put in the set. And it doesn't cost a lot of money to set collect. It's just a lot of fun. So those are all sets I've hand correlated over the years. And I do have a few factory sets as well that I buy just because I like to display them. Like that factory set back there. It's just fun to display things, make the man cave look like a card shop. Even have some sealed wax that's worthless, but you know what? I enjoy it. It brings me back to my childhood. 1989 Donruss, looking for that Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. Why wouldn't I want that? Or like an old Rack Pack from 2007. That's a year my son and I built the 2007 Topps set together. So I had a lot of fun with that. And then I do have a few players in my collection that aren't really worth anything or are less notable players. Let's see if I can find that binder in here. Anyway, oh yeah, this one right here. So these are guys from my hometown where I grew up and then where I live now. Less notable players, right? Oh, there's a couple of vintage sets I even put together. The 59 set, the 78. So guys, I'm all over the map. I enjoy vintage cards. I enjoy ultra modern. I enjoy modern. I enjoy building rainbows. As I talked about earlier, player collecting. A lot of people know me as a Bonds collector. I do have a lot of Bonds cards in my collection. Guys, I'm a baseball card junkie. I just love collecting. It's the whole purpose for me to collect is to have fun. Now, some of the things that I've experienced as a hobbyist over the years that I never expected was a fellowship of fellow collectors and being able to travel the country, go to card shows, and just hang out. When I go to big card shows like the National, it's always fun finding stuff for the collection, but really, my main reason for going is to meet up with my friends. Now, I got a binder here. Okay, this binder right here, I got a funny story about this binder here. So, somebody was giving me a hard time about this, the guys in this binder a while ago, similarly to how they were giving John Mangini a hard time about, why you collect lesser known players. But these guys, Matt Cain, Tim Lincecum, and Madison Bumgarner, are three of my favorite all-time Giants pitchers. Of course, they had that fantastic run, and I just love collecting their cards. And ironically, Tim Lincecum, not because I collect them, but because Giants fans just love this guy. His cards have gotten really popular in the last few years. But here's a few Lincecum cards. Guys, how awesome is this? Putting together binders. Guys, I spend hours and hours and hours sorting through cards, deciding what I'm going to put in a binder and what I'm going to kind of move along. So all the cards in my collection, I could never let them go. I love them too much, but that doesn't mean every card that I come across or that I own at one point or another, I want to keep forever. I've probably gotten rid of over 100,000 baseball cards in my lifetime. I've probably gotten rid of more cards than I own. And most of those I've given away because I just didn't want them. I didn't know what to do with them. But I guess my point is, if there's a card in my collection, I can't imagine ever letting it go. However, if it's a card that doesn't fit in my collection, I have no problem getting rid of it. So I would say that I am a collector, not a hoarder. I don't want to get overwhelmed with stuff that I don't need. Anyway, those are some of my Lincecum cards. I don't know why I randomly pulled this binder out, except just to demonstrate how much I love just collecting all kinds of stuff. So I call myself a baseball card junkie because I like everything. I like junk wax. I like 90s cards. I like ultra modern cards. Within the ultra modern category, I love rainbows. Sometimes it's just fun to collect as many of the different color variations. And as a collector, I know that if I don't have to complete a rainbow, but sometimes it's just fun. Like, actually, if I could, let me go back here because back in the 80s, right? It was fun putting a page together of all the same card. We all did that. If you're an 80s collector, you know what I'm talking about. So what I like about rainbows is it gives you an opportunity to collect an entire binder page, but have different colors. So I enjoy that. I think if collectors didn't like rainbows, card companies wouldn't keep pumping those cards out, all the different color variations. Anyways, that's just an example. So I like everything, guys. I just love this hobby. The purpose for me collecting is to have fun. And that's all I'm doing as a collector. All that I am doing is having fun. That's the whole purpose of collecting. That's why I do it. I do it for no other reason than just to have fun. So, guys, thanks for checking out. Oh, man, I wanted to point this out, too. So, I love collecting jumbos. And I store them similarly to other collectors. But, yeah, jumbos are awesome. I love them. I, as a matter of fact, got that signed by Doc Gooden. That's a jumbo. I got jumbos all over. Yeah, I love guys, everything. I like everything. I like oddballs. Oddballs are awesome. stuff that you never see, that nobody thinks about. I love that kind of stuff. Oddballs for the win. All right, guys, so I'm all over the map here, but if you like collecting baseball cards, you'll probably enjoy this video. All right, well, thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting.